India's foreign policy has changed, not just in tone, but in structure, intent, and outcomes. A decade ago, India was considered reactive, careful, sometimes even indecisive. That's not the case anymore. Today, India makes calculated moves, avoids performative diplomacy, and commands attention in global conversations. At the center of this shift is Dr. S.Jaishankar, Minister of External Affairs of India, and arguably one of the most strategic foreign policy minds in modern geopolitics. Historically, India's position in global politics was tied to its identity as a non-aligned nation. The intention was peace, but the result was ambiguity. India had few clear allies, limited leverage, and often found itself on the sidelines of major decisions. That's no longer the case. Today, India is what many call a multi-aligned power. It maintains strong diplomatic relationships with countries that are themselves rivals. That balance between the West, Russia, Middle East, and Southeast Asia is not accidental. It's the outcome of deliberate positioning over the past 10 years. During international crises, India wasn't just watching. It was executing large-scale evacuation missions across active war zones, not just for Indian nationals, but for citizens from other countries too. That level of access and cooperation doesn't come through press releases. It comes through years of behind-the-scenes relationship building. What this shows is that India is now seen as a reliable partner, even in unpredictable situations. S.Jaishankar's approach has been consistent. Focus on outcomes, avoid unnecessary escalation, and always defend India's core interests. When questioned by foreign media or governments, he doesn't flinch. He explains, clearly, directly, and often with hard data. His recent statements on issues like Canada's intelligence claims, Europe's selective outrage, or China's aggression show a clear shift. India is not trying to please anyone. It's acting in its own strategic interest and being transparent about it. There's also a major shift in how India responds to cross-border threats. In the past, major terror attacks often led to delayed or no response. Today, that response is swift, targeted, and silent. India is showing that it doesn't just absorb pressure, it pushes back when necessary. And it does so without over-explaining its choices to the global community. India's defense capabilities have also moved away from heavy import dependence. Operation Sindoor reportedly involved intercepting high volumes of aerial threats. India's defense posture is not only real, it's functional. Beyond the battlefield, India has expanded its influence through smaller but strategic diplomatic moves. One example being India's growing relationship with Armenia, Greece, and Cyprus, countries that not coincidentally are in direct friction with Turkey, a known supporter of Pakistan. Whether it's arms deals, radar systems, or diplomatic visits, these partnerships show India's long-term planning. It's not just reacting to regional issues, it's shaping regional balances. India's stance on the Indus Waters Treaty is another example. For decades, the treaty was respected despite repeated provocations from across the border. Now there's a clear message. If one side continues to support terror, the other side won't keep offering water in return. This isn't about revenge, it's a shift in strategic patience, from infinite tolerance to conditional cooperation. And again, no dramatic announcement was needed, just execution. Critics, especially in the West, often call India's new tone aggressive. But from a strategic point of view, it's simply assertive. Jaishankar has repeatedly clarified, India isn't interested in playing a junior partner in any global power game. It's willing to work with everyone, but only on equal terms. That clarity, more than anything else, has redefined how India is perceived. India's global standing today is not based on volume or PR. It's based on credibility. When India takes a position, it sticks to it. When it offers support, it follows through. When it's threatened, it responds. This consistency across economic policy, defense, and diplomacy is what makes India's foreign policy so effective right now. And behind that consistency is a leadership team that sees the big picture and plays the long game. Foreign policy isn't just about speeches or press conferences. It's about how a country behaves when nobody's watching and whether others trust it when the stakes are high. India has shifted from being seen as a cautious observer to being respected as a calculated actor. That respect didn't come easy. It came through strategy, consistency, and a clear understanding of what India wants and what it will no longer tolerate. This is the India of 2025, and the world is finally adjusting to that reality.